Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Eleanor Roosevelt, Angela Davis, and Michelle Obama are just a few examples of feminists that have inspired young girls everywhere and showed them why equal rights are important. Everyone should be a feminist so younger generations do not feel oppressed like women do now. Webster Dictionary defines feminism as the advocacy of women's rights on the basis of equality of both sexes. This means that women are equal to men on all fronts. Sometimes people think that feminists advocate for women over men, and that's simply not true. Although there are some radical feminists, like there are radical people in every party or in every organization, most feminists just want equal rights. We need feminism for multiple reasons, but one of the biggest reasons are women are oppressed every day just because of gender. It is 2020 and some people still believe they can control women's bodies. 10 out of the 50 states have trigger laws, meaning if Roe v. Wade, the Supreme Court case legalizing abortion, was overturned, abortion in the first and second trimester would be illegal according to Planned Parenthood 2019 statistics. It is just unfair for people to think they can control women's bodies when you've never heard a woman, unless they're like a married couple, you've never heard people tell a man that they need to get a vasectomy. When you hear people shaming women all the time for getting pregnant before marriage or getting an abortion because they weren't financially ready. The next reason women are oppressed is because multiple people think that unless you have kids, you're less of a woman. I was raised in the Catholic Church, and I know that the Catholic Church is a lot more radical than most churches. I was told at church that if I didn't have kids, that I would be less of a woman. And that's just kind of ridiculous. But it definitely shows that women are judged more and have more pressure on them to have kids than men ever do. Casey Kavanaugh from the Huffington Post reported that in 2019, women make 80 cents to every dollar a man makes. There is legitimately no reason that a woman should make 20 cents less from every dollar than a man for positions that they are both qualified for. There are some instances when a woman is more qualified for the position and a man has gotten it over a woman purely because they are a man. The next reason everyone needs feminism is sexual assault and rape. Although it's not just women that are sexually assaulted, it's important to be a feminist because feminism advocates for both men and women and all genders that sexual assault is preventable. So I'm going to read some statistics to show you that it is more likely to happen to a woman, but in some instances it is more likely to happen to boys than girls. So 1 in 5 women have experienced completed or attempted rape in their lifetime, when only 1 in 38 men have experienced the same thing. Now you're going to see the margins kind of get closer as the ages become younger. 1 in 3 girls from 11 to 17 years old have experienced completed or attempted rape in their lifetime, while only 1 in 4 boys from 11 to 17 have experienced the same thing. Now you're going to see that 1 in 4 boys under 10 have been raped compared to 1 to 8 girls. So this shows that feminism is important because they advocate for both men and women and that it is preventable. So everyone remembers in middle school or even primary school that the teacher says that they need some big strong boys to help carry boxes or chairs, when in reality they're in like 3rd grade, so their muscle mass is the same. But this is instilling sexist beliefs and thoughts from a young age. It teaches boys that they are stronger and more superior than girls, while it shows girls that they are weaker and inferior. Jen Size gives 6 ways to become a feminist. Number 1 is if you identify as a woman, to know your worth. And number 2, if you identify as a man, acknowledge your experience is different and be an ally to women. Number 3, point out sexism when you see it. That means if you hear someone make a sexist comment, politely correct them or show them the right way. Number 4, if you work or have children, find teachable moments and instill gender equality from a young age. Number 5, notice and correct yourself if you're judging women purely based on looks. And number 6, read and learn as much as you can about feminism so you can teach and advocate others. In conclusion, a feminist is someone who recognizes the equality and full humanity of men and women, says Gloria Steinem, a famous feminist. And remember, feminism is about equality, not men over women. Oppression is real, and sexual assault happens to both genders. Always listen when someone reaches out about sexual assault, because it was really hard for them to tell you, and most people wouldn't lie about that because it's extremely serious. And always be an ally and support women.